Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Spicy Tortuga 93. Today is Juneteenth, so I wanted to go over some anime characters that would celebrate Juneteenth. Um, for those who don't know, Juneteenth is actually a date for a lot of historical milestones. Include the Emancipation Day in Texas in 1865, which was about 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, where news from the Union from General Gordon Granger proclaimed freedom for enslaved people in Texas. So that was a very important time. I just wanted to quickly note, so for Juneteenth is also known as Freedom Day, and with that info, I wanted to mention the biggest ultimate liberator, Monkey D. Luffy. So I just want to pay homage to that. Before we get into the Pride Month characters, I believe that would celebrate the month of Pride. I wanted to go over some of the characters who are melanin blessed. The first one I have on my list is Afro Samurai. I've actually never seen this anime or read the manga, but I was digging a little bit to know a little bit about Afro Samurai. I did not know that Afro Samurai was voiced by Samuel L. Jackson in the 2000 animated series, and in 2009, there was an Afro Samurai Resurrection TV film sequels. He also received like two Emmy nominations for Outstanding Individual Achievement in Anime and an Outstanding Animated Program Award. So he was nominated for those. I don't know if he won those. I have never seen it, but it's now a must watch now that I know that Samuel L. Jackson is the voice of Afro Samurai. Next is Killer Bee and the entirety of the Hidden Cloud Village. They're all dark skinned. They all have white hair for the most part, and I think that aesthetic is it's a rarity to see. So I really like Killer Bee in particular, and the Raikage, his brother. Next, I have Yoriichi from Bleach. She's honestly my favorite Bleach female character. She's honestly one of my favorite, like, top five characters in Bleach. Just saying. And then I have a couple from Fire Force. First one is Ogun Montgomery. And the other one is Princess Hibana, and the last one is Charon from the White Clad member group organization, or the Evangelists. They come from an anime called Fire Force. Very good anime about human combustion, where these people spontaneously burst into flames, and there's like a group of fire soldiers that help put them to rest essentially. The last part of this, I want to talk about an animation that's not really part of anime, but I deem very worthy to talk about today on Juneteenth, and that anime is The Boondocks. The Boondocks is primarily African American characters, and I believe there's only like one white character. Two if you count Uncle Ruckus, but his backstory is very strange. Anyways, it's a very funny and hilarious show. It's a great series. If you haven't seen The Boondocks, I would check it out. Honestly, I can't decide who's my favorite between Riley and Huey. They're both great characters. Anyways, we're moving on to the characters I believe who would celebrate the month of Pride. My first one is going to be Tatsuko Shibakino from Windbreaker. I believe that Shibakino, he had a troubling childhood where he was a young boy and he wanted to play with like makeup and lipstick and wanted to do like girl-like things, and his parents and everybody around him basically kind of like was like trying to push these things onto him, so he felt like he had to, play with like action figures and be like a boy. It wasn't until he met an old couple who kind of basically allowed him to become who he is. And these people like explain, like, back in society the men used to wear high heels to ride horses, and I mean, face paint and makeup's been around forever. Men and women's used it for ages. So I mean, there's that. Yeah, and sometimes you just need others to help boost you up when you're feeling down. Next, I have. Sorry, I have it written down. I have a couple of One Piece characters. Again, I like One Piece. One Piece is a great anime. If your opinion is otherwise, then that's your opinion. But anyways, my two One Piece characters is gonna be Emporio Ivankov, the queen of the Kama, Kamabaka Kingdom, and yeah, Oda didn't directly pay homage to Tim Curry's Frankenfurter, Dr. Frankenfurter's character from the Rocky Horror Picture, but a lot of people believe that that might have been his inspiration, but there's no hard evidence on that. Ivankov is a Devil Fruit user, and he uses the Horo Horo Nomi, which Horo is short for Horomon, a Japanese pronunciation of the word, which gives him the ability to create special hormones that he can basically inject into people, creating and controlling their hormones. So he is a hormone controlling human, essentially. There is actually no data if he can change women into men. We've only seen Ivankov use his abilities on men to turn them into women, including himself. So we've never seen it. So in case anybody knows the information, or if there's a Q&A where Oda had specifically mentioned it, please drop that down in the comments, so we can all be aware. He was also a co-founder of the Freedom Fighters, which also fits this list with and Revolutionary Army. It was changed to later on. So the Freedom Fighters was when him and Dragon formed that, and then later on it became the Revolutionary Army. I want to say after Kuma joined. The second One Piece character I have is Bon Clay, aka Mr. Two. Also another Devil Fruit user, uses the main No Mi, which is the clone fruit. And he once was an adversary of the Straw Hat Pirate Gang, and he eventually gets locked up in Impel Down. And when Luffy goes to Impel Down to rescue Ace, Bon Clay helps Luffy escape, which is a complete turn in character, but a lot of One Piece fans, if you're a true One Piece fan, you love Bon Clay. So he has a special place in our heart for that reason. I have Hanji up here from Attack on Titan. It's Hanji Zoe. Yeah, she's the leader of the Survey Corps 4th Squad Division. She deals with experimentation in Titan research. Very ambiguous, not non-binary character. We actually really like. The authors never explain to us Hanji's gender, so it's pretty ambiguous. Yeah, and Hanji only cares about one thing, and that is experimentations on Titans. Let's be real. An honorable mention I wanted to say from Naruto would be Haku. Haku did dress like a girl to like get information on Naruto. So I mean, either he's super comfortable with his sexuality, or he does have like a trans mindset or something, or possibly like non-binary. So I believe Haku is an honorable mention that's worthy of being on this list. Anyways, happy Juneteenth, everybody. I hope this video was informative on certain characters and whatnot. And if you're not a fan of anime, please, stay tuned for more. I will have a segment where I will start doing open discussions with people who aren't anime fans. So please stay tuned for that. Anyways, please be kind to one another, because if you don't, karma will get you. And like that, I'm going to deuce like caboose. Peace out.